Welcome back, Truth Seeker. One more post today before the radio show begins on Truth Frequency Radio. It is October 24th, the day leaving 68 days left in the year. And today the market had terrible performance. The Dow Jones falling 608 points. 608 points on the day leaving 68 days left in the year. As I've been educating about for years, if you learn the code of letters and numbers, Gematria, you can see how the market is manipulated by the numbers on the daily. Market equals 68, Donald John Trump equals 68, so does CIA. And as I've been educating about, Donald Trump did not become the president-elect during the time of the hit show House of Cards, where he's the Trump card on the anniversary of the fall of the wall, the Berlin Wall, for nothing. It's symbolism, it's mockery, and people do not get it, no matter how obvious it is. I want you to look up this article, Rise of the National Security State. It was written in 2012 by Mark Gaffney. He writes about how the CIA's true purpose is to assist the bankers that control this nation. And if you're awake, you know that this nation, this new world order that this nation's a part of, is a banker world order, a banker nation. You got to check out that documentary, All Wars Are Bankers' Wars. The United States of America is a giant banker, military, industrial complex. This is who controls the world. This is who controls your media, your government, your money. And they do everything by this code. And why? It's because their world religion is Kabbalah. Kabbalah says that God created the world by merging the letter with the number. And these people have been practicing this belief system for a very long time. They built our English language around this code. They changed our calendar to the Gregorian calendar, which we're now on, to all sync up perfectly with this code. You learn this code, you see through what's done every single day. So here's Chump. Here's Francis Underwood, the president from House of Cards. These things taking place at the same time in the world. Complete mockery. House of Cards sums to 134 like Make America Great Again. Tomorrow's going to be Trump's 134th day of his age. Friday will be 134 days after his birthday. Watch out for those days. We've been talking about it. After Donald Trump had his convention at Quicken Loans Arena, what did Quicken Loans start to do? They started to run an ad about Humpty Dumpty falling off the wall at the exact same time. Trump has the convention at Quicken Loans Arena. Quicken Loans all of a sudden has an ad about Humpty Dumpty falling off the wall. And this followed the Berlin Wall mockery. Again, Donald Trump became the president-elect November 9th, 2016, the 27th anniversary of the fall of the wall. I want you to look up this commercial from 2009. Donald Trump talking to digital sheep with 11s and 9s standing on pillars, not unlike the date 11/9 that he became president-elect. You'll notice in this ad, he wore the same suit and tie that he wore on election night. And in this commercial, when you watch it, you'll listen to how he says he was born for the job. What job do you think he was talking about wearing the same suit and tie that he wore on election night? You'll also notice that at the end of the commercial, Trump says, "Looking good, number 9, looking good." This commercial was recorded in 2009. When you add 1 through 9 together, it equals 45, like how he became the 45th president-elect. This last sheep here staring at the camera, he says, "Where is your dignity?" Now look at this. Berlin Wall equals 45. You know what else equals 45? Wall Street equals 45. Follow the wall. Serta, who we did the commercial for, sums to 63, also like Berlin Wall in our base ciphers. And 63 is not just some arbitrary number. Did I forget to put it up here? 63 is also a number that connects to Wall Street in our base ciphers. Wall Street 63. Remember, the Black Monday crash was on a date with 135 numerology. The Black Tuesday crash of October 29th, 1929 was the day leaving 63 days left in the year. But Wall Street, also 63. And anyway, the thing about 63 is 2016, the year that Donald Trump became the president-elect, 2016 is the 63rd triangular number, meaning if you add 1 through 63 together, it equals 2016. All of this stuff is a massive setup, a massive mocking. I've been talking about this since the day that Donald Trump was announced as the president-elect. that this is the narrative, this is where they're taking us. The silver spoon in the mouth, rich asshole, born for the presidency from birth to play this puppet role, Mr. Bankruptcy, Mr. Load of Hot Air. The symbolism couldn't be any more clear for our market that's also a load of hot air. There's no reason for the Dow to be this high. It was only raised this high, inflated for its planned collapse to make the collapse seem that much more dramatic. These people are taking us places. These bankers, they control the world with the same tired tactics. Collapse economies, make people desperate, make them have no option but to support the military-industrial complex, the wars that day after day build the one world order. And this is what the chump's about. He was born into this. He didn't choose it. He's fulfilling his role. But he is a chump, so you can see he's proud to do it. And all the sheep, all the cue balls, all the Alex Jones supporters, all the idiots, all the morons, you know, they're the ones that this sheep's talking to at the end of this commercial right here. This sheep, look it up, Serta Mattresses, Donald Trump, look up this commercial. The final word spoken is, where is your dignity? And all you little Trump sheep out there, you better ask yourself that question. Where's your dignity? Supporting the pussy grabber. Supporting the spoiled piece of shit that the chump is. You know, you guys worship this guy. This guy's a joke. His dad gave him $100 million and he lost it all. How do you lose $100 million back in that time? It's like being given $1 billion today. How do you lose $1 billion and need the taxpayers to bail you out 10 times like this asshole has? You guys don't see it, huh? You don't see it. It's because you're sheep. You don't want to be this guy. This guy's not watching the Gematria Effect. He's not calling the radio show. He's not listening to the truth. No, he's been listening to the wrong things in this world. Been pumping this knowledge out for 5 years straight. Today's literally the 5-year anniversary of my blog. How do you like that? It's the 5-year anniversary, 5 years straight, exposing how all this was done even before Chump was anything more than The Apprentice. So anyway, look up the article, Rise of the National Security State. There's more articles to look up on the CIA and Wall Street, you know. Even George Soros, the most hated man by the deceived truth community, and understand, I'm not some George Soros supporter, but I'll always say this about George Soros. Out of all the billionaires in the world, he has the best propaganda news network, Democracy Now! You can't take everything on Democracy Now! For truth. They pump a lot of propaganda, but they put out more important information than any other news source in the world that's out there. They've done a number of stories over the years on the CIA and Wall Street and how the CEOs of a lot of these Wall Street companies, they came right over from the CIA, and they go back and forth, employees of Wall Street and CIA. The market, the government, the news, it's all controlled by the code, by the cabal, the Kabbalists. All right, less than an hour till showtime. Got to hit the road again. Just had to get this last message out. I'll see you on TFR Live, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. West Coast, every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. to midnight East Coast. If you're in a different time zone, do the math. TFRlive.com stands for Truth Frequency Radio. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.